Welcome to another welcome to another welcome to another blessed dawn. This is another day that the Lord has made. Hope y'all making it a great day, because no matter what you're going through, just know you're gonna get through. No matter what it is that you're facing, just know it shall come to pass. All praise to the Most High. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? See, the more... Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. See, the more you become in tune with who you are, the more attacks. The more you set your mind to something, the more distractions that the enemy will send your way. You know, everything that you have overcome, count it as a loss. I mean, count it as a win. Count it as a gain. All right, hold on. G. Oh. Hold on, yeah. Hold up. So yeah, as you working your way up that ladder, as you keep climbing that ladder, there will be many distractions. As you continue to climb up the ladder, there will be many obstacles, many trials to come to discourage you and try to stop you. See, the more you become in tune with who you are, the more you begin to love yourself, the more that you go within, the more greater the attack will become. Because you are starting to intimidate people just by your presence. You know, you're starting to feel the room. You're starting to feel the environment. And, you know, people can't really take you because they're not used to someone like you. You know, when you are showing up in love, you're showing up in peace, some people can't take you. Some people begin to attack you because you know who you are. Some people begin to fight with you because you know who you are. Some people begin to start things with you because you know who you are. And see, the more you know who you are, the more you will be attacked. The more you will have people to feel some type of way and try to stop you from winning. You see? But what God got for you, can't nobody stop it. Can't nobody take it. You know what I'm saying? So, when people find themselves battling with you, it's because something is going on with them on the inside. And it's not really you. You know what I'm saying? But you do agitate people by your presence. So, you know what I'm saying? See, when you doing what's right and you sharing, you bringing peace to the situation, you bringing love to your environment, and you know what I'm saying, most people are not in tune with who they are. So they begin to target you because you're doing something different. You're doing something that most are afraid to do. You're being yourself. You're not trying to fit in with anybody. You're not trying to get people to go along with you. You know the Most High has set you on a path of righteousness that you can't deny. And, they try to size you up and go against you when you didn't even ask to be who you are. You didn't choose your path. God chose it for you. So when you got people that's trying to size you up, you got people that's trying to stop you, you got people that want to block you from winning, they in for a rude of awakening, because you have no control over the people that come up against you and, lie on you. People just really press because you know who you are and you don't need their validation. They mad at you because you did it on your own. They mad at you because you didn't come to them for help. They mad at you because you are continuing to trust the process. You continuing to love yourself and you love God. So people are mad at you because you got that confidence. You got that boldness. You got that relentless attitude when it comes to your purpose, when it comes to your goals. People purposely turned their back on you. People purposely didn't help you, misunderstood you just because you wasn't seeking their validation, or you didn't get their permission. So now they mad at you, and they mad at you because you doing what's right. It's hard for people to believe that you are who you say you are. It's hard for people to believe that you do what you do, how you do, because they don't make them like you. They not coming like you nowadays. See what I'm saying? So, like I said, when you loving yourself and you showing love to others, you got people competing with you and you not competing with them, you mind your business. You stand in your own lane. You know what I'm saying? You minding the business that get you through the day. You got these demonic forces that's upset with that. You know what I'm saying? So when these people be coming for you, they hoping to dim your light because they are intimidated that you don't need their validation, that you don't need their approval. They are intimidated that, they thought you was gonna run begging for help. They knew that they were supposed to help you. They knew that you didn't know what you was doing. So they sit back and watch you fail. Or they sat back in hopes that you fail. But see, the Most High had already planned it for it to be that way. The Most High had to show you and show them that all you need is God. That's all you need. You see what I'm saying? That's all you needed. That's all you needed was All you needed was for the Most High to continue to fight for you. And let me get that some in my. All praise to the Most High, y'all. Let me put that down. All right, so Grand Rising, everybody. All right, so like the more you love yourself, the more you become faithful to God, the more the enemy will begin to draw people towards you to distract you. It could be your family, your loved ones, your friends, associates, people on your job. It can be your boss. You know what I'm saying? It can be your supervisor. It can be that co-worker that you thought was cool. You know what I'm saying? It can be that co-worker that you thought y'all had an understanding with. You know what I'm saying? We're living in some times where people are selfish and they all about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's why we have to know that we are serving the Most High. And, you know, we're not alone. So, you know, when you have these forces to get in people to come up against you, then you got to count it all joy, because they can't really face you to get to know you. They can't really present themselves as a good person. So they really showing you what they have in them, but you just got to believe them. You know, we give people the benefit of the doubt, and, you know, we try to encourage them to be better. We try to encourage them that it's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, while we trying to encourage them, they trying to destroy us. You know, they trying to tear us down and take the confidence that we have. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't stop until they get you out of character, or till they cause you to lose track of where you're going, because they know they got bad intentions towards you. They know that they are not like you, and they don't want to humble themselves to get to know you. And then they begin to say it's an ego thing, or they begin to say you prideful and you think you're all that, or you think you're better than the next. But no, that's your struggle. That's who God made you to be. And practice make perfect. And the more you surrender to the Most High, the more perfection he made you. But doesn't mean that you're perfect. But at the same time, they pressure by you. They don't want to acknowledge the greatness that you carry. They don't want to acknowledge that God has called you to help them. Even if not to help them, he calls you to be in that environment to influence them, because they learning from you, but they just can't give you credit. They learning from you, but they just don't want to acknowledge you. You know what I'm saying? So what they do to make themselves feel good is to bring out of them what's inside of them. And what's inside of them is that evil spirit, that jealous spirit, that they know that they are, you know, they know, okay, they know you ain't done nothing to them. So for them to do wrong by you, and they know you ain't got, they know you haven't gave them a reason, they have to do wrong by you and justify it, because they don't have the capacity to operate in love like you operate in love. You know, they can't function the way you function. You know what I'm saying? See, you do it effortlessly, and they have to put on the facade. You know, they have to pretend, they have to make believe, or they have to impress the next person. You see what I'm saying? So you're not doing that. You being yourself, you coming from the heart, you doing it out of love, you doing it because that's what God gave you. So you doing it with no effort. That's just who you are. So um, so they get mad at you because you make it look easy. You know what I'm saying? All the days and all the times they looking for you to fail, they looking for you to give up, they looking for you to surrender or just tap out and accept defeat. But you still climbing, you still striving, you still thriving, you still being yourself. Even though they backstabbed you, even though they set you up for failure, even though they looked down upon you, they never gave you a chance. They thought you was just trying to get in where you fit in, but not realizing you never fit in. So you ain't trying to fit in. That's just who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're not with all the gossiping, the lies, and the he say, she say. And so when you are not doing what they want you to do, when you are not gossiping like they're expecting of you, now they got a problem with you. When you're not going along to get along because they doing wrong, now they got a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? You really didn't care about how many people that was going up against you. You know what I'm saying? If they was wrong, then they wrong. If they right, they right. You know what I'm saying? It's not about you picking a side, but you know what I'm saying? It's like they want to put you in something that you don't have no control of them. See, you can control yourself, but you can't control the negativity that they choosing to to be in. You know what I mean? So that's just the more you loving yourself, the more you keeping God first, the more the attack. But see, the devil can't stop you from winning. So you may be asking yourself, why am I being attacked so much? Or why am I beginning to feel all this negative energy? You're just driving down the road, you're minding your business, you wake up, you know what I'm saying? You out and about. Why you starting to feel what you feel? Because you becoming more involved. You becoming more in tune with who you are. You becoming more adaptable to your environment. See, the more you love yourself and the more you know greater is he that is within you than he's in the world, the more God will expose the dark forces that you can't see. So you got to trust that intuition. You got to trust that gut. You got to trust what's on the inside of you. You got to trust the kingdom that's on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't comprehend or don't understand how you able to feel and see the things that you see and the things that you feel. So they begin to hit what they can't see. They begin to swing at you even though they know they can't defeat you. So a lot of people are beginning to realize that you wasn't the one for them to be picking on. A lot of people are beginning to realize that you never you never tried to defeat them. You wasn't trying to take what they have. You wasn't trying to compete. See, you love God, so you try to uplift people. You don't tear people down. But see, the more you love people, the more they tear you down. The more you be the bigger person, the more they feel like they can be childish. And the more they feel like they can aggravate and agitate you in hopes to take you out of character. You see what I'm saying? So the love that God gave you, that God raised you, that's what you are operating out of. That is what you are bringing forward. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? when you have when you have the enemy to try to kill, steal, and destroy your faith, you will Malone Clark, have you tapped the screen? Have you put in the likes up here? You know what I'm saying? The more you will you know hold on, y'all. You know, so the more you are in tune, the more you are, what's up, Ether Topic, what's up? Peace and blessings, Prophetic Yolanda. You know, so it's like the more you are in tune with yourself, the more you will realize that you are suffering for righteousness. The more you are in tune with yourself, and the more the attacks that come against you, you're gonna realize that it's nothing that you did to cause this type of evil to come against you. You're gonna realize that, you know, greater is he that is within you than he's in the world. So that's why the attacks are coming. And you know, you're gonna realize that you are growing, you are elevating, you're rising, you're going to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? And you're starting to fight more with your mind. You're starting to fight more with your wisdom, your understanding, with the guidance that God has gave you. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to understand that. And so now you're able to see the evil that is presenting itself is all a test. You're starting to see that you don't have to fight with your hands no more. You don't have to prove to anybody who you are. You don't have to show people that they doing wrong by you. Because now you know God see everything, and you sitting back and you allowing people to hang themselves. See, it's time out for trying to please everybody and trying to trying to prove to people that you are righteous. They know you different. They can see the light on you. You see what I'm saying? So you say God is giving you new garments, sir. Your elevation is authentic. He said, congrats. Amen. All praise to the Most High. I received that. You know, people are, you know, people are, you know, people are, you know, people can't figure you out. And it's not for them to figure you out. So you're not fighting them with your physical anymore. You don't have to prove a point and try to get them to see that you know what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? Because people may leave out your life. You may think you got a friend, and all of a sudden you look up and they're gone. That's because their path is narrow. You know, and because people leave out your life, that don't mean you become enemies with them, or you turn your nose up at them as if they betrayed you. Because when Judas betrayed Jesus with a kiss, Jesus never stopped being who he were. Jesus never changed who he were, because he knew there was a snake in the campus. There was a snake in the circle. So, you know, we have to get to that place to where we don't dim our light because we're around a devil. We're around a witch. We're around a vampire. You see what I'm saying? They never was supposed to. You see what I'm saying? They never was supposed to go with me. And you know what I'm saying? We got to get to that place to where we stop dimming our light, because we're in the midst of evil. We're around people that You know, we're around people that's confused about who we are. We're around people that don't like who we are. So what we do, we kind of tone it down a little bit. We try to make friends with people. We try to walk light, so we want to intimidate them. You know, I used to be that guy that's put myself in the back seat, or I put myself way in the back because I knew my potential. I knew what God created in me. I could steal the spotlight. I could steal the shine. I could be the life of the party. So you know what? I say, you know what? I'm gonna sit back. You know, I don't like to brag. I don't like to put other people down. I like to see people win. I like to see people happy. So you know what I'm saying? I used to be him to put myself in the back burner. Put myself way in the backfield so someone else can have a chance. You know what I'm saying? And that go without saying, because when you know, you know. When you know how God uses you, you know. So so it's enough of that. It's enough of walking light and letting evil beat you at being who you are. See, if God gave you permission to be great, to let your light shine, it's time out of putting yourself on the back burner just to let evil run its course. No, you shut that evil down. You keep that evil under your feet. You run the show. You let God use you. Because when evil is in front of the line, they're going to cause destruction to everybody behind them. But when the righteousness get in front, everybody will be happy and satisfied because you bring in life. You see what I'm saying? You operating in the Holy Spirit. You operating in the spirit of love. You operating in the spirit of peace. But see, evil don't know how to do but be evil. So don't judge a book by its cover. When you see that evil, that's right, your haters will be your elevators. When you see that evil, learn to give it to God. And you can't be telling everybody about how God is blessing you and how you can see things, because they don't believe anyway. They think you're crazy. They think you crazy because you knew that was going to happen before it happened. They think you crazy because you was trying to tell them right from wrong. That person ain't good for you. This person going to betray you. This person just using you. This person just trying to see what they can get out of you. They didn't want to believe it. But see, even when it came to pass, they still can't acknowledge that God used you to tell them what was going to happen. So don't cast your pearls before swine. Don't give what's holy to dogs. Stop allowing people to talk about some, stop allowing people to limit you by who God called you to be, because they want to go with you, but they can't go with you. So they begin every time you try to talk about yourself, and if you ain't talking about them while you talking about yourself, they feel like they could say, no, it's a we. No, it's us. Let me tell you something. What were you when God was building me from way back then? You see what I'm saying? You can't come in my life and take credit for what God placed on my life. Yeah, you're a believer, you're a child of God, but you're not me though. I'm not you though. You can't put me where you at. It's levels to it, and according to my obedience, according to my sacrifice, my willingness, according to my suffering, God has awarded me and elevated me. So don't come sizing yourself up with me thinking that we're on the same level. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's not to put nobody down or put nobody up, but it's to put some respect on your struggle that God gave you. God rewarded you according to your suffering, according to your righteousness. Don't let nobody come and try to take what God gave you. You see what I'm saying? Don't let nobody come and take what God gave you. If God set you up high for your light to shine, then that's just what it is. And then you got somebody else that's trying to get strong in the faith, that's trying to mimic what you're doing, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But they not in no place to limit you or to put their mouth on your walk or your anointing with the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Some people feel like you can't go to the next level unless they say you can, unless they give you the okay. So the more you be in tune with who you are, the more the attack. But see, now you understanding what it is to be blessed. I heard that, Martin, all praise to the Most High, glory be to God. See, you understanding what it is to be blessed. You understanding what it feel like every day you wake up. You understand what it feel like to suffer for righteousness, to be attacked because you got a word in you. You got the blood in you. You understanding who you are now. You understanding that you are birthing a baby that the devil don't want you to present. You understand it. See, you understanding that people are pressured not because you did something to them, but because who God made you to be. See, you understanding it. And see, now it's time for you to pull back. It's time for you to stop trying to prove to people that you are right. Stop trying to prove to people that you care, that you love them. Because some people just will take your kindness for weakness. Some people just want to take you some people just want to take you for granted. Some people just want to take your kindness for weakness, as if you just simple-minded, or you're not who you are. You know what I'm saying? See, people in your family, you ain't did nothing to them that was just so dramatic, so outstanding. You know what I'm saying? I could see if you was like a thief in the night, or you was somebody to just say bad things. See, the only thing you did was turn your life around, and you recognize that you deserve better and you wanted better. And see, now you turned your life around, and now you doing what pleases God. Everybody got a problem with you. Now nobody wants to really acknowledge you for who you are, but instead they rather continue to go back to the past. See, they don't know that they scarred you. They don't know that they wounded you. They doesn't know that they left you for dead and they took you for granted. See, thank God, because God didn't leave you down where they left you at. And see, they still are unrepentant. They still are rebellious against the Most High, because they still don't see what they done to you. Oh yeah, they see that you are winning. They see that you are not where they left you, but now they want to finish the job. See, they don't believe that you're blessed and highly favored. They think you blessed by your works. See, they think you blessed because you get up every day and you hit the ground running. They think you blessed because you got a point to prove. See, they think you got a point to prove to show them that I'm better than what you said about me. But no, you doing it because this is who you are. This is who God called you to be. See, you're not fighting to show the world that you somebody. You living to show God that you are somebody. So that's why they mad, because they trying to figure out, why didn't God pick me? And that ain't for you to figure out. It's for them to recognize that you are blameless. It's for them to recognize the only thing you did was put up your guard and defend yourself. Because last time I checked, you was a lover, you're not a fighter. See what I'm saying? So the more they came for you, the more they taught you how to fight. And the more they taught you how to protect your peace, your love, and everything else. And see, now they done ran out of moves. See, now you have overcome them on all the attacks that they sent your way. And now all they can do now is bring up your past. All they can do now is refer back to what you used to do. But that's all right. Because you was born to win. You was born to overcome. So consider yourself blessed and consider yourself a winner, because you ain't gave up yet. You ain't tapped out yet. You still climbing. You still fighting. You still walking that narrow path. And it get lonely. It's a narrow path that everybody can't travel with you down, because it's not for the weak. People be trying to go back and forth with you, and the only reason you debate with people is to show them you love them, or to show them you care about the argument. But see, they want to win you over. They want to be able to say you under them or beneath them, but you want to be able to tell them we equal. You see what I'm saying? So it's only so much we can do when we walk in that narrow path. You got to begin to let go and let God. I know sometimes it hurt. Sometimes you get discouraged. Sometimes when you thinking that God has fixed the situation, it seems like the devil come back around and try to make you doubt or make you question God. If there's no pain, there's no gain. But you got to understand, you are somebody. You are a big deal in the supernatural. You are a big deal in the heavens. See, even hell know your name because you do what's right. You are so authentic that they, out of all the dirt that they done put on you, out of all the hell they done took you through. When I say they, I'm talking about the evil ones. I'm talking about them dark forces. Out of all the hell they done put you through, you still got character. You still got obedience. You still humble. You still got love. You still are in tune with your inner child. You still can smile. You still can forgive, because you didn't allow your heart to turn cold. You knew if God was for you, it don't matter what devil come up against you. But we got to start letting go and let God fight our battles. It's not easy, but it's necessary. It's necessary when you got a devil that continue to comfort you and all you doing is minding your business. It's necessary to give it to God and go through that suffering. No matter how good you treat people, no matter how much you do for people, they still find a way to tell you ain't did nothing. They still find a way to be ungrateful and unappreciative. You can tell me you love me, but can you show me you love me? You can tell me you're sorry, but can you show me you're sorry? Some people just can't do nothing but give you their word, but they can't change because they don't have the Most High. And a lot of people want to put you on a pedestal and hold you accountable for their growth and development, but they don't want to appreciate you. They don't want to accept that God has anointed you to be in their life to help them. See, people ain't got a problem with you until you start outgrowing the grave that they put you in. See, the more you elevate, the more you rise, the more people will be pressured by your success. The more people will begin to do things to you that don't make sense. See, we don't understand how evil is because that ain't the way God made us. See, the more people hurt you, the more people betray you, we look for a way to love them. We look for a way to forgive those people that betray us. We look for a way to bring them closer to what's right. But see, you gotta stop stressing yourself to try to help people that don't want to be helped. If you thought it was one way and you find out it's another way, it takes two. You can't do it by yourself. People will use you until they can't use you no more. People will hold you accountable to a standard, and at the same time, you can't hold them accountable to a standard. Some people just want to use your gift. Some people just want to use your light for their benefit. And once you test the spirit and they realize that they can't use you, they get ghosts on you. And you feeling like you did something, but no. They just exposed themselves. But that's why you gotta tell God thank you, because you're not in the business of turning people down and making people feel bad. That's why you gotta tell God thank you, because you're not in the business of exposing people. You let go and you allow God to expose people for who they are. So keep on pretending like you don't know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Keep on being quiet about the attacks that's coming your way, because you're not in your way, because you're not dumb, you're not naive. You just know it's a supernatural spiritual thing and it's not a physical thing. You see what I'm saying? I still thank God for them, for though they betrayed me, and I thank God for the lessons I learned. That's right, nigga. That's right. That's right. But we can't continue to give darkness a place when we shine in our light. See, when you got that joy and you got that peace that surpasses all understanding, even your enemies will become at peace with you, and they also will find a way to come at peace with you, and they also will find a way to try to break even with you by being evil towards you. See, people see that you're a peaceful person. They see that you're a no-nonsense person, and you ain't with all that back and forth or all that gossiping. They know you ain't about all that. But they only can present to you what's in them. God is not a respecter person. So if you got people that's beginning to switch up on you, they beginning to do harm to you by doing evil to you, and you thought it was cool, That was then. This is now. When people show you who they are, you believe them. You dust your feet and you keep it moving. See what I'm saying? You said, then it be in me to be out correct. I don't understand that comment, nigga. You know, you keep it moving. You don't keep on, it's a question. Then it be in me to be out correct. Then it be in me to be out correct. I still don't get it. You know, that's just how it is, y'all. You know, evil always gonna be evil. Stop being so-called friends. Then it be in me to be out correct. It's a question. Stop being so-called friends. Make a sentence for me, nugget. I'm trying to follow what you're saying, but it ain't coming together. You know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know that you are different. You're not acting funny because you can feel things and you can feel people's spirit, you know? And everything don't deserve a response. Everything don't deserve your reaction. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give credit to the Most High. Give praises to the Most High for keeping you, for allowing you to maneuver in a world that's filled with darkness. You know, so you definitely gotta understand that you're different. You know, and that's why we went through what we went through when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? We went through that isolation, that separation, that the rejection, you know, being neglected. You know what I'm saying? You know, we really got to understand that our life is not our own. So, you think you're going to live a normal life like the world lives? You're going to live a normal life like the world lives? You got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. It's easier if I distance my relationship with them. I'm saying is it easier if I distance my relationship with them? I mean, you let go and let God, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to bring, I mean, you just got to be still. You just got to be still and let Jesus take the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Because the more we try to go back and forward to prove our love and show people that we love them and care for them, you know, the more they will feel obligated to make you see how patient you are. Some people want to see if you can get mad. You know what I'm saying? They see your, you know what I'm saying? You know, when see when people know you don't do things of the world, they will dismiss themselves. It ain't even nothing you gotta say. They'll go ahead on and eliminate themselves, and they'll judge themselves, or they'll start telling themselves that you too good for them, even though you never said that, you know? But we gotta understand the way God uses us is different in this day of time. Your presence is ministering to people when you out and about. Your presence say a lot to people when you out and about. Cause God is getting the glory by using you. So you know what I'm saying? If you wondering, Lord, you used to use me this way. You used to have me to speak this way, or do this way. It's different now. It's taking you to a whole nother level. You know? But don't worry about your haters. Don't worry about those that's preying on your downfall. You know, that's coming up against you, won't support you. Don't worry about it. Because the enemy may slow you down, but the enemy can't stop you. And make sure that you loving yourself and you taking time out to get your mind right. Because it ain't all about the hype. You know, it ain't all about social media. It ain't all about all that. You know, it's about you giving back to what God gave you. If you know God delivered you through something, pass it on. You know, if you know God is continuing to fight your battles, continuing to bring you out of a situation, pass it on. Don't be selfish and hold it for yourself. You know, I like to speak life. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. You know, to glory be to God. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God for using me. He made you who you are. You know? But this was just a I just had to tap in with I might come back on a little bit later. I had to take a little break. I ain't really been taking a break. I think I took a break for like 2 days, 3 days. Cause I usually come on in the morning time or something. But you know, we just gotta know, y'all. We just gotta know that it's not a game. The journey that you taking is not a game. You really got people that want your spot, that want to take you out your position, but God. So we give them mercy, we give them grace by forgiving them. But don't be nobody's fool. Don't keep on trying to love on somebody or get somebody to see you that's being evil towards you. Let go and let God. You stand your ground, but you also let go and let God. Some people just want to zap your energy. Some people just want you around. And see, you got to recognize and realize God gonna get the glory when people don't give you credit. But people are learning from you. People are receiving from you. People are taking from you. And they are elevating. But if they don't give glory to God, you got to understand that they is going to go back to ground one because they did not give you credit for what you was bringing. And it's not about them giving you credit, but it's about them trying to take from you without giving God credit for using you to help them. So they can't minimize you. You see what I'm saying? So what am I saying here? You got people that's learning from you, that's taking from you, receiving from you, but they don't want to give you credit and they try to destroy you. They think because they don't give you validation or they don't give you acknowledgement or give you credit that you're going to stop doing what God has already ordained you to do. That's what they think. But I want you to know, you still is going to get to where God got you. You still is going to make it. So you are blessing the wicked. And the wicked is learning from you. So you are influencing evil whether you know it or not. The same people that's trying to tear you down, you are helping them. You are causing a great awakening because you are shaking the foundation that they hold so dearly. That's why they're uncomfortable. They don't like it that they're learning from you because they want to hate you. And the more they hate you, the more God speaks to you and tells you to love them, and the more they get converted. But see, if they don't appreciate you as the one God sent, they're going to have to go back to square one. So regardless of all the pain and suffering, regardless of all the distractions, regardless of how they trying to tear you down, you still gonna win. I want to let y'all know something. You ain't for everybody, and everybody's not for you. So when I say when I say you thought you had a friend, or you thought you had somebody that understood you, if it ain't from God, you don't want it. So dust your feet. Don't compromise your anointing, or don't compromise your character to make people like you, to make people comfortable around you. Don't dumb yourself down to get people to be your friend or to get people to accept you. God ain't gonna mislead you. Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Sometimes you gotta tear down and build back up. If it's no pain, it's no gain. You gotta know who you are. You gotta stop feeling like you in lack because no one wants to be your friend, or no one wants to be around you. And it ain't even the fact of that, but you are valuable, and God is opening your eyes to see the evil around you. So people don't want to be around you because you're different. And you got to stop feeling like you losing something or you missing something because you're different. Every time you smile and you got people turning their nose up at you. You got people that you thought was cool with you, and now all of a sudden they mean mugging you. Dust your feet and keep it moving. You never had a friend if that's the way that they present themselves. What's for you is going to come to you. What's not for you is going to leave away from you. So rejection is protection. Sometimes you got to let that pain marinate. Stop looking for God to heal you so soon. Every time somebody turn their nose up at you or grit their teeth at you, you run into prayer. You run into a quiet place. No, let it hurt. Understand it. See what God is saying in the midst of that confusion, in the midst of that chaos. You see what I'm saying? Let it hurt. They sitting up there talking about some, you doing too much, or you think you too much. Think and grow rich. Speak life. You got to think and grow rich. You got to know that you're rich before you become rich. You got to know that you're abundant before you become abundant. See, let me tell you something. When you give love, you receive love. When you give peace, you receive peace. People jealous of you because God created you to give something that the world don't have. So stop playing it safe because you giving something that they can't, and now they jealous because they trying to figure out how you do it the way you do it. And since they don't know how you do it the way you do it, now they letting Satan use them by plotting on your by trying to get you to fall victim to their plots, to their strategy. My. And they fail to realize the same grave they digging for you, they about to fall in it. See, they keep coming back, checking to see if you down, if you out, but you still up. You nowhere near the person you used to be when you didn't know who you were. And now they still want to try to treat you like you that same person. They still want to treat you like you that boy or you that girl. They're going to have to put some respect on your name. Jesus wasn't weak in God's name. Jesus wasn't weak and God ain't weak. So stop letting people take your kindness for weakness. You don't owe nobody nothing. You owe God. You don't owe nobody your kindness. You don't owe nobody your character, your meekness. People think you supposed to show up being the same as you was yesterday. Well, today I don't feel like smiling. I don't feel like it. Oh boy. Let me go and get up off here, y'all. I might be back a little later on, but this just a warm up. You see what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High. You want to get your lessons outside of school? Get rid of the drugs. Stay away from the in crowd. Get close to God. Peace.